About it. All right, enough of this lollygagging. Let's launch into the prepared speech round. Our first speaker tonight is a tour guide from Sydney and claims she's married to the only deodorant-wearing Frenchman on earth.
I'm Dana Mare. I'm from Sydney and I'm a tour director. I don't get nervous generally giving a speech if it's something about people I love or care about. I have come through a lot and come out the other side still smiling.
Oh, that's what I said.
I wrote out longhand my ideas, and I will have to say it out loud.
Do you believe they do not take my US dollars?
What I really want to do, I'm absolutely focused on, is that I will be a professional speaker.
Oh, making fun of Americans, that'll always win us over. So give it up for Dana Mare and her speech, Humour in Adversity.
I love the power of humour. I love how it can surprise with unexpected honesty and intimacy. And humour can deflect the stressful emotions from those difficult situations that otherwise would simply be too overwhelming. We laugh at the ridiculous, the embarrassing, the absurd, the unfortunate. In fact, a great deal of humour comes from quite a dark place. Going through breast cancer in my 30s really tested my funny bone. It was found via a mammogram. I know, not every woman's favourite activity, but perhaps you don't realise that you can actually train yourself for the mammogram, just like any endurance test. For a few weeks beforehand, just pop your breast into the Breville sandwich press. Well, as your male doctor says, it doesn't hurt. It's just a little uncomfortable. Yeah, right. Sort of like feeding your testicles into a ringer. Just a little uncomfortable like that. At 36, the devastating reality of a double mastectomy consumes you with such a fearful dread that you don't even know if you're going to come out of it the same person. But you will. And your ability to see just a little humour in some of the absurdities keeps you sane and keeps you going. It's your ticket out of that dark place. Did you know they can make breasts using your stomach flap? How good is that? Out of the ashes you emerge into a win-win situation. Once a painful thing has been brought to light and laughed at, it never seems to hurt quite so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you.
Oh, making light of a serious topic can be extremely dangerous. Let's go to our judges. Jean.
Your structure of your speech was perfect. The way you introduced the topic and then rounded it off at the end, everything about the content was just right.
Bob, what did you make of Dana's delivery?
Her delivery was animated, clear and distinct, all that kind of thing that audiences, need to make it possible for them to play a part in what Dana is saying.
Michael, Dana's technique?
One little technique thing. You made a really good gear change when, round about the time you used the word dread. Do you remember that moment?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little, like a gear shift there. I reckon a few more of those. Because what you did was you pulled it down from big comedy down into something quite intimate, and I think you can afford to do that a bit more.
Thank you, Dana. Go and feel the dread before we get to.
Yeah, Michael Gurr's point about the gear change is really relevant. I did certainly look in the speech for the high and the low and the intimacy and the out-there-ness of it to give it light and shade. It's what makes it engaging for the audience.
Okay, our second contestant